we have Portugal against Spain, and then we have been able to see the lineup. So having seen the lineup, you would have noticed some certain permutation and then some certain changes that are being introduced by Roberto Martinez, that is the head coach. So what do you have to say about the lineup? Do you think that there are some adjustments or some changes that Roberto Martinez could have done to make sure that Portugal grabs the win today? And then with respect to the Spanish lineup, what do you think about the lineup? Do you think that there is any adjustment that the Spanish team head coach should have done to make sure that the Spanish team grabs the lead today? So what do you have to say?
Okay, first thing, see this Portugal lineup here. I feel that the coach should have left Rafael Leao to start the game.
Okay.
After that wonderful performance in the last game.
Yeah,
he was able,
that wonderful performance.
He was able to take on the players, he was able to provide crosses, he was able to do that. And you know that you have a right back in the person of Pedro Porro. You understand? Premier League tested with pace and everything. I don't think João Felix will be able to give him that much of a difficult time. But let's see how the match will go. Personally, I believe that both teams chose a very strong lineup. But what will, for me, will be the decider will be how pragmatic and how focused they are on the pitch to carry out their game plan. Because I'm sure that each team has come with a particular game plan. I feel Spain will create more chances with their lineup. Their lineup is more balanced and attacking minded, more fluid. Cucurella should be looked at.
Okay.
Cucurella should be looked at because
because he provided 2 assists in the last match.
Yes. If on that flank the João Felix is not tracking back, you understand, to assist, is going to be sorry, not João Felix, rather Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto has to be tracking back on that left flank to assist Cancelo. Otherwise,
defending, because Cucurella is also an attacking.
Yes, he's going to be attacking and providing assists as well. So if Portugal does not keep their focus in defending, it's going to be difficult, because I see Spain creating a lot of chances. But Portugal can win if they can make use of the few chances they can create in this game. They have the players to execute. You understand? Ahead. So I think it's going to be a very, very interesting game.
Yeah, speaking about the chances, we have seen Bruno Fernandes. Portugal actually has one of the most beautiful and the most talented midfield in the world, because we have Vitinha, we have João Neves, we have Bruno Fernandes. But looking at this World Cup, aside the last match and then the match against Uzbekistan, we haven't seen them being that creative. So what do you think? Do you think that the coach is not getting the right thing done, or do you think that there is no zeal, that this particular trio of a midfield, that they don't have enough zeal in this World Cup? Or do you think that they haven't established that working communication together, and then that's the reason why they have not been able to create enough chances? Because looking at Bruno Fernandes happens to be the Premier League, the person that has more assists in the Premier League, and then in the Premier League also, they have created more chances in the Premier League. So what do you think? Do you think that the coach, or do you think that there is any adjustment that the midfield can do to make sure that they create more chances? Because as far as I know, the midfield have been part of the Portuguese problem in this particular World Cup. They have not been creating enough chances. So do you think that there is any particular adjustment, or do you think that there is any player that has been a problem in this Portuguese team? So what do you have to say about the midfield trio?
Okay, personally, those 3 players in Portugal, they have the technical ability that most footballers don't have. So I don't think they need so much time to get used to each other. I think it has been a function of how the coaches uses them. And personally, I think they need to use a more direct approach. Instead of pushing the ball to the side always, they need to go forward with the ball. They need to make more forward and direct passes.
Because we have been seeing Vitinha pass the ball backwards
instead of moving backwards.
And
I think Spain will also keep the high line. So if they can time their passes, Bruno Fernandes is good at laying the ball, at giving those passes. Vitinha can give those passes. So in this game, it will feed them. That is why I feel that Leao should have started. because they may have benefited from his pace. If they want to break, if they want to go on the break, they can benefit from his pace or the pace of Pedro Neto to lay those direct passes and catch Spain when they are not in their defensive structure. It will help, but the midfield pairing is still the best midfield pairing that Portugal has. Yeah. But the players in question just have to bring their
they need to move
game
more forward.
Yes.
Move forward. Okay, looking at the lineup also, you would have observed that the coach is also starting Cristiano Ronaldo. Do you think that, and then I'm also seeing Goncalo Ramos. I think Goncalo Ramos also started the match. Okay, do you think that maybe Cristiano Ronaldo would have substituted for another player in this match?
No, in a game of this caliber, I don't think you are supposed to bench Cristiano Ronaldo. Yeah. Yes, he's 41 years. Yes, he's not the Cristiano Ronaldo that the world expects him to be, or the Cristiano Ronaldo that we have been used to watching for ages. But one thing you need in this type of game is leadership. You need leadership and you need that experience. Yeah. You understand? Cristiano Ronaldo, even despite his old age, is one of the best in positioning to deliver goals. You understand? He may not have the strength to chase the ball, the pace to dribble and overtake, but once he's in the box, he remains a threat. What I feel the coach should do is Gonzalo Ramos should be brought in when there is still enough time to influence the game, not just few minutes to the end of the game.
Okay, so what is your prediction? Because looking at the statistics, Portugal have been able to win Spain for just only 6 times out of over 42 times in their history. So what do you think? Do you think that Spain is going to continue in their winning streak? But looking at the same statistics, we are going to notice that in the just concluded Euros, that Portugal knocked out Spain in penalty. So what do you think? Do you think that Portugal is going to take the lead and then move over to the quarterfinal, or do you think that Spain is going to move over to the quarterfinal?
Okay, for my prediction for this game, I see Portugal grinding out a win, but with very hard labor. Okay. If they can keep their focus, I see a 2-1 prediction or a 3-2 prediction in that. That's how I see the game playing out today.
Okay, thank you very much. So I think that the match have started. So let's move ahead with the match.